In this video, you're going to learn how to build the mechanical diver timecraft watchmaking kit. This is our official instruction video, so let's get started. First thing to do is to apply the finger cots to your thumb, forefinger, and middle finger. Now let's learn how to release the stem. Flip the movement over and look for this stem release button. Now, gently pinch the crown and stem while applying a gentle pressure to the button. It should come loose very easily. Don't press too hard. Now, locate the dial spacer. Notice the 4 holes in the spacer. Align as I have done in the video. 2 of these should be used for alignment via locator pins on the movement, and 2 of them should be holes for the dial to fit through. Now we'll attach the dial. Either clean it with some isopropyl alcohol or use the dust blower to remove any debris. Look on the back of the dial. There should be 2 lugs that we locate in the holes that you saw earlier between the spacer and the movement. This could be quite challenging, so take your time. When they've located, you should be able to see them by turning the dial on its side, and they should rest along 2 holes for screws. Check both sides of a line before moving on. Now we're going to screw the dial down via these small screws. You can use your small finger to brace the screwdriver to keep it steady. Now flip it over and do the other side. Don't over tighten these, just give them a little nip. The plastic movement spacer centers the movement inside the case. Locate it and let's put the movement inside it. Make sure that the cutout on the dial for the calendar is in alignment with the cutout on the spacer for the stem. Just drop it in gently, it shouldn't need any force. Check the alignment because the stem's going to go through here. Now time for the hands. This can be one of the most challenging parts of the build. We're going to start with the hour hand. Place the hour and the minute hand facing the 12 o'clock position to ensure hand alignment. Use the hand pusher, the side with the largest hole in it, to press the hour hand into the watch using a medium force. Now repeat the same process for the minute hand. The second hand is slightly different. There is a small pinion sticking through. You're going to mount the second hand onto. You should feel via the tweezers the second hand sticking slightly to the pinion. That's when you know you're ready to press. Tap the top of the hand press rather than pressing with your hand. You should see it ticking straight away, but if you don't, that may not be a problem. Check to see if the balance wheel is spinning, and if so, the hand should be moving. If not, then it might just be that the hacking mechanism is enabled and you need to reinsert the stem. Reinsert the stem to test the hands. You can turn the dial to the side and tap gently to see if any hands are loose. If hands are loose, they'll swing down to the bottom via gravity. Once you've reinserted the stem, you can check the winding is still working, and also test that the hands are well aligned by adjusting the time. Pull it out to the furthermost position and rotate it to adjust the time. If all goes well through a 360-degree turn, then we're ready to move on to the next stage. If not, remove the hands via the tweezers and start again. It may be the case that the hands slightly overlap one another. You can attempt to bend them slightly using the tweezers, or you can remove them and start again. If you use the stem for testing, remove it again as shown earlier in the video. Now it's time to fit the movement and dial assembly inside the case. Give the case a thorough clean, just like you did with the dial, using isopropyl alcohol and your dust blower. What you're going to do here is hover the case over the top of the dial assembly. Alignment is key here. If the bezel has been rotated, you may mess up the alignment a little bit. That's what's happened here in this video. As you can see, I noticed once I put the case on that the stem is not aligned. So if I was to insert the stem through the case, it would not insert properly. So I've used the screwdriver to remove this from the case. Now I'm going to set the bezel. I use the stem and the 15-second position on the bezel to reset alignment, and I make sure that the watch is perfectly aligned before pressing it down firmly and evenly. If it hasn't inserted evenly, you can press down the movement ring from the rear side of the case. Now, time to insert the stem. This is as simple as it looks. Press it in gently, make sure that it's aligned. If it's not aligned and you press too hard, the stem will snap. Once it's inserted, you should be able to pull it out, adjust the time, and switch between the winding, the calendar, and the time adjust positions on the movement. Now we're going to put the back case on, insert the rubber seal to the back of the case as per the video. And we're going to simply screw on the rear case using the grip from the rubber finger cots as friction. You can purchase online rubber balls to help with this process. If you're unable to screw the case down fully, that is an option, but you should be able to by hand. Now we're going to attach the chain link strap. You can remove your finger cots and give your fingers a break. First, check the clasp mechanism and familiarize yourself with it. Align as such, so it's easier to put the watch on and take it off again later. Align this way round. What you're going to do is take the spring bars and insert into one side so that the bottom of the spring bar is pressing against the bottom of the case. Now use the spring bar tool or a screwdriver to press the spring bar down until it clicks into place. This might not be as easy as it looks on the video. It took me several attempts to do what you've just seen now. Give the chain link a quick pull to check that it's in properly, and be wary of springing spring bars. Now your watch is complete, but the chain is very loose. For those of you with medium to small sized wrists, you may want to remove a link or two from the chain. This is as easy as it looks. Simply unscrew a couple of the link pins, remove a link, and reattach. We hope you enjoyed the video. You can find us on socials if you want to do any more.